Now, it's fair to say that things are pretty crazy right now, not least with everything that's going on in the world at the moment. Demand for flights and travel has pretty much dried up completely. It poses a bit of an issue for me because I've got to go and work in Scandinavia this week, and there are pretty much no flights going anywhere. There is, however, one option that has been running throughout all of this that I'm going to be taking today, and that is the sail and rail service that's run in conjunction with the railway companies and the ferry that takes me from here in the UK across to the Hook of Holland in the Netherlands. Now, before I get 300 comments asking me why I'm travelling, I'm off to work in Sweden for a few days. To get there, I've got to fly from Amsterdam because flights from London to Sweden are pretty much non-existent at the minute. Before travelling, I did self-isolate for 2 weeks, and I'll be doing exactly the same when I get back to the UK, even though the requirement to do that doesn't come in for another few weeks thanks to politics and all that. It's a bit of a faff, but it really is the safest way to travel right now, that is, if you have to, of course. Anyway, that aside, let's talk a little bit about the Dutch flyer Rail and Sail. They sell it as a seamless way to get from London to any station in the Netherlands with a relaxing overnight ferry in the middle. It's a joint venture between the Dutch train operator NS, their UK subsidiary Greater Anglia, and Stena Line, who operate the boat bit in the middle. And today I'm travelling from Liverpool Street Station in the heart of London to Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam. Now, maybe now is the time to point out that I don't really enjoy boats, and I particularly don't enjoy big cross-channel ferries like the one I'm going to be taking tonight. All stems back to a phobia I have. When I was about 6, there was a massive ferry disaster at Zeebrugge in Belgium, the Herald of Free Enterprise, and since that day I have had a staunch phobia of getting on any sort of ferry or big boat like that. Pretty soon I got my first view of the River Stour, and shortly after, my home for the next 12 hours came into view, the Stena Britannica. The Stena Britannica and its sister ship, the Hollandica, were both built brand new for Stena Line in 2009. The station at Harwich is directly connected to the ferry terminal. You just step off the train and into the terminal. It's quite a slick operation, really. I headed upstairs to check in and receive my room key. Yes, of course. Lovely, thank you very much. Lovely, thank you. Once you've checked in, you head to a security point just like you have at an airport, but you don't have to take any liquids or electronics out, just pretty similar to the Eurostar really, if you've ever done that. Got this off for... Need electronics and stuff out, or?
No,
just drop it on the...
Yep, just pop it in there, and then everything else in that one. Yeah, that's fine.
After security, there's a quick passport check, and I imagine it's due to the current situation, but they check your reasons for travelling before allowing you to board. Presumably that's just to stop people going on day trips or on holidays and things. There we go.
What's the reason for your travel, please, sir?
I'm working over there, so yeah.
What do you do?
I run a media company, so I do like videos and stuff, online media. So yeah, I never took the ferry before, strangely. So never taken the ferry. So normally fly over there, yeah, but it's just like impossible right now. So
When are you coming back? Do you know?
Friday, I fly up. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. But it's alright. I mean, I work from home anyway, so it's lovely. Thank you very much. All right, thanks very much. Cheers. Passport control done, it was time to get on board the boat. Foot passengers board via a covered gangway just like boarding a plane, but on a much bigger scale, of course. It's a pretty long walk up to the boat, and it's uphill all the way. Thank you. So here goes, boarding my first ferry in over 25 years and feeling a little bit like Leonardo DiCaprio.
You're on deck 9 now, so
Okay, so it's just I'm on 10, yeah, so thank you.
I've got the
left or just the stairs?
I'll just jump up the stairs, thank you. Cheers. Do with the exercise. 10401.
500.
401, yeah.
And that is the best. Then turn right, the end of the hallway.
Thank you.
It's
Cheers.
after the 10100.
Alright, thank you. The Stena Britannica has 538 cabins on board and it's like walking through a giant floating hotel. My room was right at the front and it's called a captain's suite. Here we are, 10401. Ooh, okay. Let's have some wow, okay. Well, this is like a nice hotel room. Oh. Here we are. Oh, I'll lose this thing now. I can't get used to wearing these masks. Okay, here we are. So then, here on board the Stena Britannica, and wow, just look at this. This is what's known as a captain's suite, and it is like the top level room that you can get here on the Stena Britannica on the Hook of Holland route. But even still, the price is still relatively sane and relatively normal compared to taking the train or getting a plane over, especially at the moment. But let's have a look around this room. So first things first, we have TV, we have a complimentary minibar. That's going to get somehow later. I've got to get my money's worth out of that. Fantastic, a nice coffee machine there as well. View out over nothing at the moment. And there's the cars and the lorries being loaded down there to take them over to Holland. And here is the bedroom. That's the bathroom. Wow. My own bathroom on here as well. And then, yes, like, nice double bed. Another TV. And the bathroom is in here, I think. Wow, okay. Decent sized shower as well. Like, this is not really what I expected, to be honest. I expected it to be kind of a little bit more basic than this. Ferries aren't necessarily known for their fantastic range of comfort and amenities, I don't think. But I know this is like the top room that you can get here, but it's pretty flipping decent, to be honest. Hey, it's a really nice room. I sat down to watch TV and was met by a Dutch guy shouting at me about how to put my life jacket on. Not a great start for somebody who's quite nervous about getting on ferries. The range of TV channels isn't too bad to say you're on a boat. You can get all the main UK channels as well as some of the European channels too. It started to get dark out as the lorries and the freight were loaded on at the front of the ship. Right, it is 9 o'clock at night, so it's time to raid the minibar. Let's have a look and see what we have. We have Dutch beer. We have oh, is that beer? We have Dutch Sprankelend. Don't know what Sprankelend is, but it sounds like it needs trying. We have Heineken, of course. We have apple juice, and we have some white sparkling wine. And then up here, ooh, we also have some red wine. And I haven't actually eaten yet because everywhere's shut, so there is crisps and things and peanuts here, so I might have some of those. I think the question is, what do we go for first then? Let's try. We need to get rid of the beer, I think, first. And we can move on to the wine in a little while. We've got about 3 hours till I go to bed, so 3 hours to get through 2, 4, 6 alcoholic items, about 20 minutes per item. I think we can do this, guys. I think we can do it.
securing the ship at sea, starting the engines and getting underway. Weather for tonight's crossing is very good. We just have light winds, so we should all have a nice, comfortable crossing.
So it's now 10 past 11 at night. We should have left 10 minutes ago. They're still loading lorries on down there. I think the passenger gangway's been like unplugged from the ship or whatever they call it, because the lights are all off there, but they're still loading on a few lorries and stuff. And I guess from looking over at the there at the kind of area where they store all the trailers, I don't know ships at all, so forgive me if I'm talking a little bit kind of crazy. And also I've had like an entire minibar so far. There's like 3 trailers left over there at the bit where they store the lorries. I don't know what it's called, but I should tell you I used to work in sea freight and deal with containers and stuff as well, so I've got no idea. I really do. After I'd successfully completed the minibar challenge, it was time to watch the last of the trucks being loaded on before we'd left the dock. So they're loading the lorries on now. There's like quite a few lorries coming on now. They're all queuing up and lining up. Oops, sorry. So, I don't know how long we've got. It's now like 20 past 11, so half an hour late, but I'm good. I'm good. The longer we are here in Harwich, the more of a line I get in the morning, so I'm like, after draining the minibar, I'm pretty much good. This is the last bottle of wine, by the way, from the minibar. It's a bottle of red, and I don't really know what it tastes like, to be honest, because I've kind of drained the whole thing now, so chin chin. They've lifted the thing that looks like it's connected to the ship, so I think we're actually going to be pushing back for departure soon, or whatever the kind of maritime version of that is. Yay! We're on our way. Half an hour late, but we are on our way. At this point I'd usually show you a route map of the trip that I took, but it's basically a straight line between the UK and the Netherlands. There's not really much to see there. It was time to set sail and begin our epic voyage across the North Sea. I'm the king of the world! Right, we are moving. We're away from England, and I know that because my phone is disconnected from English phone networks, and I can only presume we're kind of heading across the North Sea toward the Netherlands right now. So on that note, I'm going to wish you a good night, and I will speak to you in the morning. Good night. Well, good morning. We've just been woken up by a wake-up call through the speaker system. I think we've got about an hour until we arrive to the Netherlands now. Slept pretty well. It's been really smooth. I think we should be arriving into the Hook of Holland in the next hour or hour and a half or so. So I'm going to get up and have a cup of coffee and start getting ready to finish off the rest of the journey. We got closer to the Netherlands, and eventually the Dutch shore came into view as we made our way into the port at the Hook of Holland. So we've just docked here in the Hook of Holland in the Netherlands. we're not actually due to arrive for another half an hour, so despite that delay, we've still arrived like half an hour early. And I'm just going to wait around a little bit because they've got to do boaty things down there and get us hooked up to the ground a bit. I don't know, I'm not a boat person. But they've got to do something down there, and there's like a jet bridge, air bridge type thing like we had at Harwich that looks like it's going to take us straight to the train station, and then we can get on the train up to Amsterdam. Once we docked, I headed down to the exit on the 7th deck, where we waited for the captain to clear the crew to open all the doors.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you. There's a massive walk down to passport control, and a quick check and a nod later, and I was officially in the Netherlands. Thank you. Thanks. For me, I took the metro to Amsterdam, and from there I took a long-distance service to Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam. My epic sea voyage across the North Sea tonight cost me £220.50. To be honest, I didn't think that was that bad value for money, especially considering what I got for the price. The Eurostar isn't that much cheaper when you buy a walk-up fare, and flights at the minute to Europe, well, you're paying much more than that just for a one-way ticket, so it's really nice to actually get your overnight accommodation and your train anywhere else in the Netherlands, all included for the same price. Finally, around 90 minutes after docking in the Hook of Holland, I arrived at Schiphol Airport, where after a period of 3 months without fast food, I finally indulged in a Burger King for my breakfast. I'm not that proud, but it was delicious. So then here at the pretty nice Hilton Hotel here at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, I've got a few days here now working before I head off to the next place and do a bit more. It's been a really interesting trip over here. It's crazy to have actually arrived at Schiphol not by an aircraft, but unfortunately those are the times that we're in at the moment. The boat over from Harwich to the Hook of Holland was just incredible. Really enjoyed that, although my head's a little bit sore today. And the whole seamless integration between the trains and the ferries I thought was absolutely incredible. Let me know what you thought to that down in the comments below, and is it any substitute for taking the Eurostar maybe, or even flying when we can all fly normally again? Let me know down in the comments below. In the meantime, as always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.